Wonderful.
Alright, hi y'all, I'm Kaezlo, welcome to the night shift. We bridge that gap between yesterday and tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, August the 20th, 2025. Gamescom is still going strong apparently, with releases and surprises and teases constantly dropping out of wherever Gamescom is being held in 2025, but no fear, because we have some of those videos here. We can watch them later. But to start with, the news. And first thing is first, somebody called it a few months back, but the base PS5 price, the digital PS5, and the PS5 Pro are all going up by $50 in the United States of America. So, if you haven't bought one and you wanted to buy one, guess what? They just went up, and they're probably going to go up again, I would imagine, because tariffs, right? Yep. Apparently the Subnautica legal disputes have evolved. The actual studio, Unknown, what's the name of the studio? Unknown Worlds, is suing their former heads for data breaches. Apparently, all three of them accessed information that they were supposed to, I guess, keep proprietary and confidential, and they weren't supposed to download it definitely before they were leaving the building after they were fired, type of thing. So the exact quote here is, McGuire completed the trifecta of mischief. The suit continues, claiming that he downloaded 99,902 files on June 27th, including hundreds of files related to Moonbreaker, Unknown World's turn-based digital miniatures experience that died on the table in February of 2024. Unknown World says it sent cease and desist letters to all three and demanded they return everything they'd taken in response. They denied breaching their confidentiality agreement and threatened to delete the information themselves, which Unknown Worlds did not find satisfactory because it would thwart further investigations into the matter. So basically, the three have alleged they do not have a confidentiality agreement that prevents them from downloading these files, so they have access to them and they didn't actually steal anything, I guess. That's their argument. I don't know the details, and I'm sure we'll see how that plays out. And someone mentioned it's interesting that it's Unknown Worlds and not the parent publisher, right, taking this craft on. And so, I don't know. I'm sure there's legal reasons for it, but they said the response was the harm was against Unknown Worlds, and Unknown Worlds should be the one to bring it up and deal with it. So, like, I don't know if they're trying to garner a sympathy because it's the studio attacking its former leaders, or like trying to displace any type of like limelight for Krafton that might be negative, right? I don't know how this is playing, right? Be interesting. We'll keep an eye on it, see if it pops up again later. So Randy Pitchford is at it again. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the founder, I guess, creator, CEO of Gearbox or whatever. And Gearbox is the company that produces that develops Borderlands. I believe 2K produces it, but publishes it anyways. So they probably produce it in-house. But my understanding is Randy is probably pretty lush at this point with cash, like flush with cash. Like he's probably lush with cash, right? Like he just fucking consumes it because he doesn't know anything else. But he makes these statements about value and price, and it almost sounds like he just doesn't understand value and price. I don't know. They're quotes that immediately call to attention how disconnected some people in these environments are from like the rest of us, right? The whole thing where if you're a Borderlands fan, you'll come up with $80, right? Like that kind of stuff. But this time, here's what he said. Shit, I think they could charge $200, Pitchford said. I wish they'd give it away because then everyone would play it. That's not how the business works, but there's value in there. Or the value is there, right? That's not how business works, but their value is there. So he's trying to garner, I guess, some kind of good faith by saying, I wish they'd give it away for free, when he doesn't really. The dude probably drives a fucking Lamborghini. If anybody knows how to figure that out, let us know. Figure out what he drives. But I imagine the guy drives something along those lines. Super high-end fucking car that costs more than most people make in an entire, 5-year period, right? And he's talking about value and stuff. And I'm not saying Borderlands doesn't have value. Borderlands is a spectacular game. But this idea that they could charge $200 because there's that much value in it. It's a constant bombardment from these studios, especially the ones that have been, I don't know, saying kind of silly stuff about pricing and like, not silly, but out of touch stuff with the consumer base, right? People are complaining and saying that they can't afford games now because they're becoming prohibitively expensive. And yet everybody's like, yeah, there's so much value in this, you've got to pay $70, $80, $90, $150, you know? And it's interesting that this guy keeps saying stuff that just, like, I think it rubs some gamers the wrong way, because it's like, dude, have you ever, like since Borderlands was a breakout hit, has he ever had to, like, wipe his own ass? You know what I mean? Like, that's just what I feel. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Borderlands, it's a fantastic franchise, fantastic game, but, like, at some point, man, and I'm probably just as guilty, you should probably shut your fucking mouth, you know? And I'm definitely guilty of that. There are times I should just shut my fucking mouth, too. But, like, come on. Like, between $0 and $200, you think 70 is a good number? Like, you're just trying to justify, like, the fact that they should raise the prices. Like, come on. It's the narrative you said earlier, like, you should come up with $80, and now you're like, well, actually, I think they should give it away. No, you're being disingenuous. Completely. I think. It feels like. I feel. Right? I'm a feely person. Fuck you. Right, so Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has a DLC coming in September, the 9th to be exact, for all platforms, and it's going to add a forge to your home, as well as a bunch of customizations and things you can, like, I guess, decorate with, and some other things. So if you're a Kingdom Come Deliverance player and you weren't aware that there was a DLC coming, now you know, and give you something to look forward to on September 9th, because there's not a lot of else to be excited for until, like, October, I guess. November, if you play Call of Duty. Ugh. Video, right. Mountain Blade 2's massive War Sales expansion is apparently still coming in the fall, and the Vikings, the Nords are going to be Vikings, basically. We'll watch the trailer for that later. So get excited. A lot of axe action. Oh, yeah. So there has been a potential shrimp contamination of radioactive nature. Cesium-137 was found, residue was found in a Connex box shipping container, and like 1 bag of shrimp they tested. So to be safe, if you have a bag of shrimp from Great Value Walmart that has the number lot codes that are, I'll post those in the chat for you real quick. You may want to dispose of that bag. They say probably not a big deal, don't really need to worry about it, but sold in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia. If you live in one of those states and you buy Great Value shrimp with the lot numbers that I posted in chat, you may want to discard it immediately. I don't think you're probably going to have any adverse reactions, because they said there's, like, almost negligible, and the FDA wouldn't have noticed it type of thing or flagged it, so they're just being overly cautious. Cesium-137 is a really not a good radioactive isotope to have floating around your home, probably. So, yeah. Deadpool VR will release on the Horizon Store, which I guess is the Meta Store? I don't fucking know anymore. Why do they keep changing their goddamn names? Anyways, November 18th, priced at $50. So if you were wanting to play Deadpool VR and you didn't know when it was coming out, and now you do, November 18th, and it's going to be $50. And you can only get it on the Meta Horizon Store, which means MetaQuest 3. Can only work on the MetaQuest 3 and the MetaQuest 3S. So, SOL if you don't have one of those consoles. Headsets. Star Trek Infection VR is set to launch later this year as well. First on the Quest 3 and Quest 3S. However, it will arrive to PC VR shortly after. Very shortly after is the quote. So yeah, it's basically you play a Vulcan who is... You know what? We'll watch the trailer here at the end. Surviving Mars relaunched will be available soon for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series XS for $39.99. Owners of the original Surviving Mars will be able to upgrade for $19.99. So if you are a fan of Surviving Mars, which was an interesting title, I haven't really dug into it yet, and I kind of want to, and with the relaunched, we might check it out. assuming it's not like a complete shite show. Yeah. So some eagle-eyed Fallout fans noticed that Dinky, the dinosaur at oh boy, my brain is sucking today. Um, at the hotel in Novak, wow, too many things in my head, uh, was turned around facing the opposite direction. So if you remember from Fallout New Vegas, Dinky, the dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex, faces out into the wasteland, and Boone uses him as a sniper's nest to take some people out for some story stuff and to make sure that the town of Novak and the hotel stay safe, right? But they turned it around, and I'm wondering why they turned it around. I imagine there's probably a good reason for it. But yeah, so somebody noticed that, and it kind of changes some things. Maybe they will mention it in the series. Maybe for some reason they were able to turn it around, or somebody turned it. You know what I mean? So like we'll see, or maybe it was just plot device that they needed to have facing in the other direction, and they didn't care as much about the canon of the game. I don't know. We'll see. Again, December is when the Fallout Season 2 comes out. So once that hits, oh yes, it will be a lot of Fallout discussions, I think, because we'll probably be playing Fallout around that time, or we'll try to play Fallout around that time. We don't play a lot of Fallout here, but maybe we'll make an exception, right? Especially for the TV show. It's really good. Really good. If you haven't watched Season 1, go watch Season 1. Seriously, go watch it right now. No, not right now, but like when we're done here. Um, Californians, if you are living in California or possibly even Nevada, Arizona, or any of these other southwestern states, be prepared because the weather is going to get very, very hot. Record-breaking heat wave coming for the next several days. It's so severe, in fact, that California, Los Angeles has pre-placed fire department assets in places to be prepared for possible outbreaks of fires because it will be so dry and it will be like a tinderbox if a spark goes up. So, that said, if you live in these places that are dry and have vegetation, be aware of your ashes, your butts. Know that if you live in California, it is pretty much illegal to smoke in the mountains, anywhere on federal or public land, because of the risk of fire. And if you are the one that starts a fire and they can find you and figure out that you started it, you can bet your ass that people will come after you and make sure that you're held accountable for starting a fire and burning down people's houses. So no pressure there, right? But of course, if you're a public utilities company, like, oh, I don't know, the electric company that doesn't maintain their power lines and cause a fire, nobody gives a fuck. Or do they? Does anybody know? What's the deal with that one? Did that one ever become a thing? Because that's what I heard about the last. Anyways, moving on. Guild Wars 2 has been around for 13 years. Can you believe that? I remember when that game came out, I was still working at 2K Games, and I was playing the game with my boss. We didn't play for very long because a bunch of stuff came out that year, right? I believe Star Wars Galaxies came out, or Star Wars Old Republic came out at some point. I think Secret World Legends came out, or Secret World, the original Secret World came out at some point around that time. So there's a lot of stuff that was popping up that we were engaging in. But Guild Wars was one of the ones that popped up. It's free to play, the base game, but if you want the expansions, they're up to 60% off right now, which they're normally like, was it $30? So it's not bad. It's pretty cheap. You can collect the whole thing. I think there's some Steam sales. Most of these sales are on the ArenaNet Guild Wars 2 website. So that's where you're going to want to check that out. Starting August 29th through September 1st, Path of Exile 2 will be free to play for anyone who doesn't own the game. It is a pre-release early access in development title that is a, what do you call it, a competitor to Diablo and to that type of gameplay, the action / dungeon crawling. Path of Exiles, the first one, is probably one of, I guess, the best games in that genre that's ever been made, and it probably blows every single Diablo game out of the water across the board. From what I've heard, I've not actually played these games. I don't usually play a lot of dungeon slashers. Anybody who's watched me play Diablo understands. I fall asleep when I'm playing. It's just like, sorry. And so, yeah, I don't know that I'll be engaging in Path of Exile 2 because, again, it's the top-down isometric. For some reason, it, like, fucking makes me tired. And drowsy and just, I don't know. It's like driving. I can't fucking stand it. In a new study recently, a song's acoustic level, or a song's energy level and acoustic nature may impact memories and how quickly you recall them. The new study says high energy, less acoustic songs evoked personal memories featuring amusement and excitement, while lower energy, more acoustic songs evoked memories characterized by calmness, romance, and sadness. Safia Nawaz and Diana Omigi of Goldsmith University of London, UK, present these findings in an open access journal, PLOS1. You can go into the Discord and find that link if you really want to dig into the paper or this article. It was interesting. I read it. I don't really know a lot about what it was saying other than high energy musics. I think they said are associated with one type of memory, and then the lower ones can do a different type. And one of them was more accurate at pulling stuff up, and they mentioned implications with Alzheimer's or dementia, right? To be able to pull memories and things by associating them with music. So I think we've known that there's like associations with music, but this is like digging in further to that because if you learn something a certain way with music playing, perhaps maybe it affects your learning too. I don't know, but this is an interesting path of thought and scientific exploration, right? Fun. You know what else is not interesting but also scientifically important? About 32 sea turtles, or sea turtles or turtles? Turtles. It doesn't really say sea turtles. The green turtles, so they are sea turtles. Have been washing up in an Australian beach, and they're bleeding from the eyes, and they're dead. And the people who live in this part of the world and do the marine study stuff in Stevens beaches in Australia, have never seen this before, and it's concerning, right? Turtles bleeding out of their eyes, washing up on the beach and dying. Like, if there's something in the water that's causing the turtles to bleed out of their eyes, imagine what it could do to people or fish, sea lions, dolphins. Like, nobody's safe if turtles are bleeding out of the eyes. And I'm not trying to be a jokey here, a little bit jokey, but not like it's a serious thing. Like, it's very concerning when animals randomly start bleeding out of their eyes. Is it because the water's heating up? Is it because there's toxins in the water that are like poisoning them near the beach? Like, right? The implications are a lot. And as much as we pretend to know everything about our world, people are denying that climate change isn't real and all these various things, right? The ocean currents aren't slowing down or getting warmer, right? We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And in reality, for a lot of things, we don't. Like, we're still learning. We're always learning new things, right? The ozone hole over in the atmosphere healed itself, or did it? Or was it because we stopped putting CFCs into the air? You know what I mean? Like, there's these arguments, and scientific study shows one thing, but also there's also the possibility that things were shifting and we just happened to be monitoring them while they were shifting too. I'm not saying that's the case. I think we absolutely have a direct effect on our environment. Just look at how animals start invading people's homes when you start tearing down their woods, right? You tear down their homes, they invade your homes. It's a very, very simple, cause and effect. You tear down their homes, they end up in your homes, right? You tear down or you kick somebody out of a house, they end up in the street, right? Like, it's pretty fucking simple how that stuff works out. So we pretend like we don't understand some of this stuff, and some people want to like just shit on it, but like, really, if you actually look at the logic, the evidence, right, there are very much links to a lot of things that people want to say there aren't links to. I'm curious if anybody else knows what's going on with these dead turtles, and you've seen something more that I haven't. Like, I saw the article and I was like, holy shit. That's concerning because we talked about the red tide in California last week, which is basically a lot of bacteria. Speaking of, in the next few days, y'all, I know you're going to be tempted to go to the beaches, but I believe they put a warning out for the California beaches that there's going to be a probably growth of bacteria. So it's probably wise to avoid the beaches if you don't want to get sick. So yeah. Okie doke. We've got 3 trailers to watch today. 3 trailers.
Chillin' Jazz. Bacteria OOF.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up, man. Bacteria is no joke.
Peggy 16.
Bacterias are as bad as viruses. And the thing about viruses is, like, unless it's like a potent virus, you might not realize it right away, but you don't want to fuck with bacteria or viruses, man. That shit can kill you. And you may not ever even know you have it. That's the crazy part. Right, so this one is for the Mountain Blade. War Sales Introduction to the Nords.
Chillin' Jazz. Damn, that looks good.
The music choice is nice too. Very Nordic. Very Viking. I think the music might be a bit too loud though. This is gameplay. I think this is gameplay. Yeah, this looks like gameplay. Might be a little bit enhanced, but...
Chillin' Jazz. That's insane.
Oh, this game's amazing. If you've never played this game, it's phenomenal. So now this looks like it might be rendered and not gameplay. I don't think this is gameplay. I think this is cutscene. In-game cutscene. Yeah, that's rendering, that's not game. I'm excited for this. We still don't have an official date. It was originally supposed to come out in August, and they bumped it already once. Apparently, they're not delaying it again yet, but we still don't have an official release date. So, yeah. But this one's on the list. We're watching this one. Very good. If you don't have Bannerlord or Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlords, you are Bannerlord. You are missing out if you like these types of any type of strategical war games or like first person, third person medieval combat simulators. This has arena gameplay. You can play multiplayer with like castle raids and shit. And the castle raiding in this game is actually pretty fun. AI is not always the smartest, but hey, that's pretty much everything nowadays, right? All right. So this is the one we were talking about yesterday, though we didn't have a trailer for it. There's now a trailer. This is the pre-order trailer, but it's something. So we get to look at Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, which is a game that is over 20 years in the making.
So weary is the wanderer that treads upon the fertile soil.
Your reputation is legend.
The city flowered in fire, and in fire she will end.
Don't
Okay.
listen.
I'm sold. It didn't take much. Just blowing up somebody from across the room, I'm sold. Fabian and fire.
Now, this is something. Fire, can you... Oh, guess I found my body.
Detective, is there something you need?
How's the case? Hot leads, cold bodies, reheated plots.
Oh my, I think I know what you are.
Huh.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective. Trouble comes in pairs.
Another game with the breaking of
You
the
are not
glass,
the
or
only
another
one
trailer
who
with the
has
breaking of
had
the glass.
strange dreams.
Read that in
I
Fallout.
see a garden, and I have met someone.
But that would mean...
Who is he?
It brought you here, my fire. My fire. Blue bloods in castles, peasants in the gutter. Same old story with a pretty flag on top.
You have one night to sort your business and get the fuck out of Seattle.
Benny, such a way with words. Tally's an acquired taste.
I'm your go-to gal for fun times at the OK Camarilla.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained.
You're the nomad.
This town's had a queen for a long, long time.
How uninvited. There had better be a reason.
If I were a betting man, I'd say the heads are just starting to roll. And I am a betting man.
Kind of cliche. Like that final line there. If I were a betting man and I'm a betting man. Like that's kind of so fucking cliche at this point. Like, oh boy. But interesting. I'm hoping they're not showing us just like the best of the what they have to offer, and the rest of it's like absolute hot mess, but you know, we'll see. But we'll have to play the first one before we play this one. So we'll have to probably do that sometime in September, I imagine. End of September, early October, maybe. But we also have is it October 6th for Battlefield, whatever. So we got Battlefield coming out too, which is a whole nother thing. All right, and last trailer for this day. That's a VR game.
There is a dangerous individual aboard. I have to stop him first.
Well,
If you give in to your emotions, the mutation will progress more rapidly. You'll forget who you are.
My cognitive functions are affected by the infection. Logic dictates that every problem has a rational solution.
You lie, and you hate, and now you're alone.
Wow. 10-hour live stream for Gamescom. Jesus Christ. Holy crap. That looks interesting. It looks like a very good way to like do a VR Star Trek that's not just like the ship stuff or like the Bridge Commander they already did, but allows them to like, I don't know, dive into like that psychological horror, and then using the Vulcans to like mind meld and stuff. That's interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the portable grass, but it looks interesting. Could be fun. Makes me want to like play that Assassin's Creed game on stream, the one that's on the headset that you should only play on the headset. So one of these days maybe we'll get around to that too. We don't do much Assassin's Creed, but we'll one day play a little bit of it. But that's the reacts for the day. News and reacts. So that's A lot of interesting stuff going on. Couple fun games coming up. Again, Deadpool 2. We watched that trailer already, but yeah, so it's exciting. Right. See what we've got. It's not like a lot of crazy like AAA stuff, but sometimes the most exciting things aren't the stuff that they've spent, $600 million on. Except for $2 billion on Grand Theft Auto 6 is actually, that one's worth waiting for, right? Exciting. What are we doing today? Playing Star Citizen. I don't know. I haven't actually. Wasn't thinking about that. Probably should have, but wasn't. Oops. What date is the October 10th? My bad. I said the 6th. It's October 10th. I just feel like Battlefield 6 coming out on the 6th would have made more sense. Like, I don't know.
Kingtown. You see Void Breaker. Kingtown. No sound.
Sound yesterday, I thought.
And we're the rats in his cage. Subject decimated. And we're the rats in his cage. You're gonna get us out of here. We better get to work.
Kingtown. New game roguelike. Kingtown. Supposed to be good.
They need to stop making these fucking games trailers like this because I have no idea what's going on in these games. They're just fucking throwing shit at you as fast as they possibly can, dude. Like, ugh. I can't do it. I'm too old for this shit. It's like you're like they changed frames 400 times in that video. Like it just like I couldn't like register what the fuck was going on. You have to watch this thing like seriously. This is insane. It looks interesting. Don't get me wrong. It looks interesting, but fuck. Like I can't be interested in something if I don't have time to process what's going on. It's just they send shit at you so fast. It's like boom, boom. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Like it's literally 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Except for when there's nothing going on and they just kind of like linger on it. It's way too much. It's too fucking busy. It's distracting. It takes away from the core gameplay, which means that the core gameplay is probably going to be a little bit probably like super fucking gimmicky. And then it's probably going to be disappointing, like a disappointing gimmicky because they had to like fucking snuff the trailer in so much flow. Like, there's more special effects in this trailer than there is video about the game. Like, there's more cuts and more fucking transitions than there are actual, like, coherent gameplay. Personal opinion. It looks interesting though, guys. It does. I'm not saying it doesn't. It looks interesting. But oh my god, these trailers are way too fucking much. Like, it's way too fucking much.